Da 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 da. Woo!
So yeah, we thought we'd just like sit down together and talk about the song a little bit, how we met each other and what
Yeah.
the song's about. So yeah, the first question is, how did you guys start working together? Well, we actually met in a session for my own artist project back in March this year, where Jonathan just like joined last minute because he was in Berlin, just randomly. And we wrote a really great song and we really hit it off. I like drove him home afterwards and we just like talked in the car and chatted for a little bit. And
That's so
we left with that like typical, well, we should work on a song for your project sometime, which you always say after a session. But then one day Jonathan just like hit me up and was like, well, I want to work on this song with you. And at this point, it was just like a super rough idea.
So normally when you have like a friend who's a musician and you know their music, I don't have that feeling often that I'm like a true fan. And with Leif, it was really the case where I had like a little fan moment when I met him. When I got the request and I checked him on Spotify, I had this moment oh, that's the guy. Oh, that's the guy from that song. Oh, cool. So for me, it was kind of really cool getting to know Leif. And yeah, and the session was crazy. Like I was working on this song called Doctor Strange in the beginning, by the way. We had the demo name was Doctor Strange for some reason. And I had to write the lyrics and I had to write like verse parts and stuff. And we only had the pre-chorus part done and no lyrics at all. And I was kind of writing on it and I didn't get anywhere. So I remembered that Leif is like his style of music, and he might actually help me. So I called him up. We got together in a session and like 2 hours later, the thing was done and it was amazing. And yeah, that's how we got to work together, which is really cool.
True, it was super quick.
It was fast. With this song, almost every line we put out like became the line that's there in the end. So that's kind of amazing.
True. Next question. What's the song about? If I remember correctly. That's actually true. No. Well, when we had the session, we talked about how, like, as an artist following your dreams, you're always the oddball in, like, your family or at parties or wherever you go. You're just always the weirdo. And we talked about, like, our shared dream of just being like, fuck it, moving out to LA to just follow our dream of just really breaking as a big artist. And then as the session went on, we just like narrowed those feelings we had. And we talked about down to that one message of just like, what's wrong with actually following your dreams? And that it should be okay to follow your dreams, even if you don't succeed or if it doesn't exactly go as planned, you know? I think so many people can relate to that message of just wanting to do something, but being scared of the outcome, scared to fail even. I think we both just like regularly feel that way and needed to remind ourselves that it's actually okay and you can just ignore that feeling and just like continue like pursuing your dreams because that's actually the right thing that'll make you happy.
Yeah, crazy. I don't know, like I have so many friends. My roommate, she just got engaged like last week, you know, and people are like, who are our age are just like living these, you know, getting a job kind of lives and I know doing everything, you know, by the book, doing everything right, you know, and we have such a crazy different kind of life. Like the last line of the chorus is, because I live my life unconventionally. I mean, it's so true because it's scary, but it's so exciting at the same time. And all the stuff we did around the song, like the music video and all the promo, it was like so spontaneous. Like it fit exactly on that message. We just kind of met up for a day. We kind of talked 2 times about a music video idea, shot it. I think the energy is so crazy in there. Like the energy that we're talking about in the song is so vibrant and visual in the video. Yeah, so I think we're
true. And I mean the production
it.
idea that we had when we started writing was just like so super uplifting and happy and positive and just like motivating that we just wanted to reflect that in the song and the feeling of the music video and everything as well.
That's the best answer.
Also, at this point, shout out to Bene, who produced the song. And he actually got us to write a happy song for once in a while instead of just like sad ballads all the time.
My last song is called Right Kind of Sad. So that should tell you everything.
That leads perfectly into the next question. What's the best part about collaborating with each other?
I like this one.
You talked about it a little bit in the beginning, which is that thing of being each other's like fan, being a true fan of the other artist. And when you just like talked about The Right Kind of Sad, that was actually the song that made me become one of your absolutely biggest fans. I promise. Because like at that point it wasn't released yet, and I just got a Dropbox link before our first session. And I was like, and Rita, who we had the session with, was just like, oh yeah, this is Jonathan. Listen to like some of his demos. And I put that song on, and I listened to it on repeat. Like that Dropbox link has so many streams. It's actually insane because I love that song so much. And yeah, that's how my love for your artistry and your creativity started.
So what impressed you while working with me, actually? Like what? Like, I don't know.
That's a very, very good question. Not self-centered at all. No, what I liked was that since we're both like independent artists and we both have like a similar sort of like creative approach, it was just like we didn't have to follow like any sort of like guidelines or fit into any niche or genre stylistically. I felt that was the best part of it, just like following whatever felt right at that moment without having to like write something in a certain style.
For me, what I like working with you, so you're someone who can do everything. You're such an all-rounder. It's crazy. Like I couldn't really believe when we got into the first session where you kind of wrote most of the song, where I was stuck so badly. Like I couldn't come up with any flows, like rap flows and stuff for the verse. And I really couldn't believe that it was like this when we kind of started working together. So I feel like you're crazy fast at everything you do, which is so nice to work with someone who can like just work fast and is like so on point and also is really like has such a high standard, and you know doesn't only have a high standard but kind of commits to that high standard. You don't give up until this kind of certain point is reached, which is really cool, and a lot of people don't do that. And I think that's why most of your stuff is like incredibly good, because I don't know, you have that standard and you really try to hit that every time, and that makes it really
okay.
Like,
you're
easy,
actually
easy
making
to
me
work
blush
with
right
you.
now.
You would think that would make it hard to work with someone, but it makes
Much
it way
love back.
easier, because you know someone who's saying, "Oh, I
Thank you.
really am hearing this part that way because of all these good reasons," is way easier to work with than someone who's like, "Yeah, I don't like this, but I can't tell you why," you know?
Yeah.
And that's what made it so fun to collaborate with you. Also, the music video,
Crazy.
you know, we had so many ideas, and sometimes I work with people and I come up with ideas, and a lot of ideas, and they're like, at some point get overwhelmed and like, this is a lot and this is too much, and you're just like, yes, let's do it. Yes, oh, this is good. Oh yes, let's just do it. And that's, I don't know, it's just so easy to work with you, which is
Crazy.
and you work hard. You work
Thank
hard.
you.
It's crazy. Like you do everything and you work hard at it. That's just crazy. Also the promotional TikTok videos and stuff. Man, you're just pumping them out there. Really.
Come on, we had that conversation in the car, like driving from location to location, like while shooting the music video, about just like, oh, would I rather want to watch like half an hour of Netflix, or would I just like pump out a TikTok video that could potentially change my whole life? And we just looked at each other and we're like, oh yeah,
that's
definitely TikTok videos.
I think our next song,
just,
we should work on a song and it's called like Workaholic or something, or you know, like
yeah.
I think we can both relate. I don't
just
go to
destroying
bed.
our mental health with like working too much, but
yeah.
Probably authentic.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So let's move on. What's your favorite lyric part? So I think my favorite part is when we wrote the pre-chorus. We had this moment where we were like, what rhymes on all in? You know, my car's that I'm broke, but I'm still all in. I'ma move out to LA and then meet Cardi, and then we put in those two famous people's names without fully putting them in. What I love most is this: I'ma move out to LA
True.
meet Cardi B, write some songs with Charlie Puth. Of course, of course you're going to do
Obviously,
that.
yeah.
Of course that's going to happen. Yeah, and people get it. I asked a few people and they're like, do you know who we're talking about? Charlie and Cardi. And of course, Charlie Puth. Who else are you talking about? It's not totally random. So I love that part. I know it's kind of, that's what we named the song My Friend Charlie. It kind of sums up the whole thing. This good energy. I'm broke, but I'm all in. This is my dream. This is what I'm going to do. And I am going to meet all these people. It's gonna work,
But like, how cool would it be if that actually happened?
Oh, for me, that's not even like a question. It's totally gonna happen. It's not even joking. It's 100% gonna happen.
Definitely, yeah. Obviously, I mean, we're just gonna hang out with Charlie Puth,
Dude.
Yeah, sip some coffee,
Dude.
Write some songs, feel good about it. Sounds very nice.
Sounds very nice. So what's your favorite part?
Yeah, definitely that, but also the line in the drop. Haven't felt like shit for the last couple of weeks because I know how to fuck up professionally. I think it just says that whole just like letting go of the fear to fail. Because it's just that like I don't know, like lyrical embodiment of just feel good about following your dreams, and that what was once just in your head is now your profession, and you still fuck up, even if you do it professionally, even if you're the best at it, you're just going like all in 100%. Like, my car's dead, I'm broke, but I'm still all in. But you still fuck up, but you just don't care about it. Like, you still feel good about it. And I think that's just like such a beautiful part about the song and the message of the song. And yeah, I love that.
That's so cool. Dude, okay.
Nice, cool. I think we're gonna wrap it up now.
If I don't get famous, I'm not sorry.